order. The first question is in chapter 10 of the textbook called The Representative of Allah on Earth. And the question is, after discussing the aspect of how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows the angels the merits of human beings by commanding Prophet Adam ﷺ, to share his knowledge of the names, verses 31 to 33 of Surah Al-Baqarah, there's a concluding statement. At least one condition of being Khalifa of Allah is conclusive knowledge. What is meant by conclusive knowledge?
Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This refers to the ayah وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Adam all the names of all the facts. So to have some knowledge is not enough, because even angels had some knowledge. It has to be all knowledge. Of course, we believe that human beings have potential for learning everything, but that potentiality may not become actual. Just in that context, to prove to angels why Adam is capable of becoming Khalifatullah and angels are not capable, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala highlighted a major difference. And that was by referring to Adam's capacity for learning all the names. Of course, if the angels had the same capacity, Allah would have also taught them all the names. But He didn't teach them all the names because they didn't have capacity, and Adam had that capacity. This is another evidence to prove the greatness of knowledge. Knowledge, as we have been saying again and again, is one of the most important qualities, if not the most important quality of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and any other creature that rises the level of perfection. Even Arsh of Allah, according to some ulama, refers to His knowledge. Word of God refers to His knowledge. So knowledge is very, very important. And Khalifatullah should have very high position in knowledge. If you are going to be deputy or vicegerent of an alim, so you have to be the second most knowledgeable person. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala proved the need for appointing His vicegerent not from angels but from human being by teaching Adam all the names. ثم عرضهم على الملائكة فقال أنبئوني بأسماء هؤلاء إن كنتم صادقين. If you are true and right in your claim that you can be Khalifatullah, you must now inform about all those names. قالوا سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا. They said, may you be glorified. We don't have any knowledge unless what you have taught us. So this proved that Allah was right and they were wrong in thinking that they could be the Khalifatullah.
Thank you very much, Sheikh.
You're welcome.
The next question is about the blessings of Islamic beliefs, and the question is following. So it says in video session number 4, part 1, the hadith that you start with at the beginning of the lectures is narrated by Imam Hassan al-Askari alayhi salam from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam about the rewards of caring for orphans, and how the Shia do not have access to their Imam, are greater orphans. However, in the Quran, in chapter 5, verse 117, Prophet Isa alayhi salam is not considered a witness that lives amongst the people, even though he still lives. Similarly, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ cannot be considered a witness because he does not live amongst the people. Can you please explain how Imam Mahdi ﷺ's ghaiba is not the same as this? We do not have access to him, yet he is considered the witness on earth to our actions.
Witness has to be alive, plus has to live among the people. Quran says that Isa alayhi salam told Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I was a witness over them, kuntu shahidan alayhim ma dumtu fihim, falamma tawaffaytani kunta anta ar-raqib alayhim. I was a witness as long as I was with them. When you raised me, you received me, you were the only one who was monitoring them and who was witnessing. So a witness has to be living among people, not just to be alive. To be alive and living among people on the same planet. Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif is a witness because he is alive, he lives on our planet, he lives among us, and even he comes to our gatherings. Every year he goes to Hajj, he puts his feet on our carpet, as we have in some sayings, goes to the market, of course not bad markets, but the only thing is that he sees us and recognizes us. We see him and we don't recognize him. So he can see us and know us, recognize us, but we see him, we don't recognize him. So he is a witness because he is living with us, and it doesn't harm if we are not able to ask him things, because the role of witness is that he would see what we do, what we believe, and on the day of judgment he bears witness and offers his testimony to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it doesn't need that people, all of them or some of them, should see him. Even in time of the Prophet, many people lived in that time who didn't see the Prophet, but the Prophet was witness over them. It should be the same generation, the same people who live in the same time, and he is to be aware of what they do, what they believe, what they practice, what qualities they have, and on the day of judgment he would offer his testimony. Maybe this hujjah, this shaheed, this witness is zahir, or maybe he is batin. Maybe people know about him and recognize him, maybe they don't recognize him, but he does his job.
Next question is about the Islamic belief system, and it's the following. Are there degrees of being mujarrad, immaterial? For example, the way angels are mujarrad versus the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mujarrad?
In philosophy, we normally talk about creatures which are mujarrad, and we say we have mujarrad tam, complete in being abstract, and those are uqul. In their essence and actions, they are completely mujarrad. There is no potentiality, no philosophical matter which is responsible for potentiality in them. So there is nothing بالقوة. Everything is بالفعل. They are completely actual. This is uqul. And according to Muslim philosophers, malaika are also possibly classified as uqul, although muhaddithin may have different view. But then we have human soul, which is mujarradun dhatan, but not fi'lan. Our soul in essence is abstract, but in its actions is material, and it has potentiality. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above this classification, because this is about mumkinat. One type of mumkin is jawhar, and jawhar has 5 types. 2 types are mujarrad, uqul and nufus, nafs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, is mujarrad in the sense that he is above even mujarradat. There is nothing potential in him, there is nothing material in him. Everything is perfect and everything is actual. Wajibul wujud بالذات, wajibun min jami' al-jihad, as we have a rule in philosophy. He is necessary not only in his being, he is necessary in every quality that he may have. There is no waiting condition for him. So he is on the top. But if you are concerned about mumkinat, contingent beings, then we have uqul and we have nafs, which are mujarrad. Then, of course, human knowledge is also mujarrad. We have a discussion in philosophy that knowledge is also mujarrad. Philosophers have different opinions about what type of knowledge, but according to some philosophers, all types of knowledge, even if it is hissi, it is mujarrad.
That makes us want to learn more philosophy. Thank you very much, Sheikh.
You're welcome.
I think we can take, perhaps one more question, and then that will be the end of it for the questions today. So this question is in the general question section. The question goes as follows: what does one do when he has inner certainty against one of the rulings of their marja, but still believes he is on their taqleed? Still he believes he is the one to do taqleed of in this area.
So you mean someone is
so he has
certainty
that this marja is the most knowledgeable of all the maraja. I'm not sure I want to interpret, but let me read it again. What does one do when he has inner certainty against one of the rulings of their marja?
So he thinks the marja has made mistake.
He has this inner yaqeen that the marja has made a mistake, but still believes he is the one to do taqleed of in this area.
It means that the marja is the qualified marja, he's the most knowledgeable, but in one issue, yes, he is sure that there is a mistake.
He's wrong. Somehow, yes.
You know, ulama normally say certainty is hujjah, but I personally believe certainty is not hujjah unless it has been achieved through justifiable methods. So we have to see why this person is certain that the marja is mistaken. Because if we allow people to just follow their certainty or personal opinions, even people who are not experts, sometimes they don't know what is certainty. They think their personal opinion is always certainty. If we allow everyone disagree with marja when they are certain or think they are certain, then the whole question of issue of taqleed will be undermined. If your certainty is justifiable, if you present it to other mu'mineen, especially those who have knowledge, they say yes, because, for example, this is the field of your expertise, or because, I don't know, you have some kind of experiences, your certainty is in its place, then that can be different. So my humble advice is you follow your marja, even if it is against your own opinion, unless it's a question of doing haram or failing to do wajib. If the marja is wrong and your certainty is right, in this case it's better then to find another solution. For example, maybe to see if that marja has ihtiyat, so that you can refer to another person, or that marja allows to go to this equally knowledgeable alim. We have to talk about the case. But if it's not a matter of falling in haram, it's better to be precautious, to be muhtat, and still follow your marja. At least it's better, but I think for most of people it's necessary.
Thanks a lot, Sheikh. That concludes the question part. A lot of readings here. So